There's this quote by Thomas Edison that I love. He said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. In other words, the idea, solution, vision, dream, or plan is just 1% in the birth or creation of any great invention. The rest is hard work. We should have no reason to doubt him. After all, he invented the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, and motion picture camera. He also improved the telegraph and phone. We can therefore say he was a genius and knows what he's talking about when he says hard work is 99% of every great invention. My title for today's Sunday Nuggets is Now Therefore. Even the blind, deaf, and dumb knows that since COVID, all has not been well with our world. The global economy has taken a battering, and hundreds of millions of people all over the world have been thrown into poverty. As expected, anywhere you see problems, you will also see lamentations, especially in developing nations. Actually, the difference between developed and developing nations is how they deal with problems. In developed nations, when problems arise, there's an abundance of ideas and solutions. In developing nations, when problems arise, there's an abundance of lamentations. If you doubt what I'm saying, please follow the news in Singapore, America, Britain, India, or Germany. There's a healthy debate between the government of the day and the opposition, with the media moderating and the citizens as judges. There are proposals and counter-proposals on all issues. Not some issues, all issues. In nations like Nigeria, the government is lamenting what the previous government did. The opposition is lamenting what the government has done. The people are lamenting what the government did, and the media is moderating the lamentations, typically looking for the best lament of the day so it can go viral. In the multiplicity of ideas and solutions, societies thrive. In the preponderance of lamentations, society stagnates and decay. It's very difficult to see solutions when you're focused on the problem. The way I see it is that there's a relationship between problems, solutions, and perspiration. There are those who, when they have problems, will seek out people with similar problems so they can lament together. There are those who will start seeking for sympathy from family and friends. There are others who will seek shortcuts like voodoo doctors, crime, etc. There are a few who will look out for someone to explain the problem to them. And there are still a very few who will look for someone who will not only explain the problem to them, but one who will say, now, therefore. So now let me say this. Stop glorifying your problems. Run from those who will glorify your problems. Seek solution providers and glorify the God of the solution. In times of trouble, when help comes your way, you believe you have received a gift, right? Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. In the course of one night, Pharaoh had 2 dreams that troubled him. Do you know what he did? Let's see what the Bible says. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. He sought for solutions from those he knew to be the best, but they all failed. He was told that there was this Hebrew slave called Joseph who could interpret dreams. Not only was he a Hebrew slave, but he was in jail for the crime of attempted rape. If you were in Pharaoh's shoes, what would you do? We are talking about the king of Egypt here, being told to seek for a solution from a slave who was in jail for the crime of attempted rape. Let's look at someone else in a similar situation. Naaman. He was a great man, the captain of the host of the king of Syria. But there's always a but. When you hear but, you know there's a problem. But he was a leper. He was sent to prophet Elisha for his healing. But when this big man got to the house of this poor prophet, a messenger was sent to meet him to say, "Go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean." This message annoyed Naaman so much, he said, "I thought the prophet would come out to me and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his hand on my leprous skin and heal me. Don't we have better rivers in Damascus that are cleaner than the Jordan?" Problems will make you face embarrassing situations, but may we not be too focused on the problems and our humiliation that we miss our solutions. Luckily for Naaman, his servants were able to prevail on him to obey Prophet Elisha's instructions, and when he washed himself 7 times in the Jordan, he was healed. Let's go back to Pharaoh. What did he do? He sent for the Hebrew slave Joseph and said, "I have dreamed a dream, and there's none that can interpret it, and I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it." And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, "It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace." Today, anyone who is listening to this message and is burdened in any way, shape, or form, God will give you an answer of peace. I speak peace to your storm. I speak healing to your infirmities. I speak help to your every problem. God is in the midst of your storm. And so Pharaoh told Joseph his dreams, and then Joseph told him the bad news of what the dream represented. He said 7 years of abundant harvest is coming, but the problem is always in the buts. Your kidneys look fine, but your documents are okay, but your oil filters are okay, but your certificate is okay, but may we not hear any buts for the rest of the year. But if we hear any buts, may it be followed with "now therefore." Joseph told Pharaoh that 7 years of abundant harvest was coming, but after that there will be 7 years of severe famine. The famine will be so severe that the people will not even remember that there was a time of abundant harvest. And for that, the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Now therefore, let Pharaoh, now therefore, let Pharaoh, now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. For every situation, may my God bring someone your way who will say, "Now therefore." For your cancer, you will hear, "Now therefore." For your barrenness, you will hear, "Now therefore." For your broken heart or home, you will hear, "Now therefore." For your financial crisis, you will hear, "Now therefore." For your rejection, you will hear, "Now therefore." Now therefore is the sound of abundance of rain. It is the arrival of help in a crisis. It is a way where there seems to be no way. Now therefore means the God of solutions has arrived. What do you do when you hear "now therefore"? Don't miss the concluding part of this message next week. God bless you all.